Back again, the rest get left behind. I got you, Topher. What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 346 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 93 of Friday Night Genesis, the final show before Ascendance 5 begins in exactly 1 week's time. Next Friday, it begins with the pre-show. The 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st of August, it is going down, and tonight we have one hell of a card to send us in to the show of shows. As we are going to get things underway with some tag team action. A non-title match coming our way. We're seeing what could have been had things been different last week, had Chaos and Order not beaten Imaginary Friends, but it was the other way around, as Zach Cage and Nick Blake take on Smiley Danielson and Freddie Osborne. We know it will be the brothers Audrey, Reynard, and Amian challenging Blake and Cage for the titles at Ascendance 5, but tonight the champs are looking for a bit of momentum while Imaginary Friends are looking to prove they can still hang with the best of the best here on Genesis. They're coming off a loss against Extreme Conditions on Reality Wrestling yesterday, a chance to bounce back here and go into the Showcase of Immortals with a win. But man, what a show, guys, tonight. We got Victor Romero, the Rising Star Champion, one-on-one with Brett Angel. Falls count anywhere. A preview of what's to come at Ascendance 5 when those two will be joined by Eddie Guerrero Furioso and a triple threat for the Rising Star title. We've also got the return of the Human Fish El Jefe, who will be taking on his longtime rival Bryce Hurt. And our main event, showcasing both of the matches that will headline Ascendance 5. The Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent teams with his challenger Caden Kinner to take on from Fusion Paul Devine and Chris Andrews, who will main event the grandest stage of them all to crown a new undisputed champion. This fire burns inside me. I fight to take control. They try but cannot take me. Never go, yeah, never let go. Back again, the rest get left behind. I have such a great voice. I think I should just sing the Ascendance 5 theme song myself. That was Reality Wrestling, Chrissy. We just got done with that. You yelled at me for booking Crossgay. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's start things off. The final show going into Ascendance 5 as we get things underway with the CMV World Tag Team Champions who have held those titles, not just one title this year, for 4.5 months. Now they go into the biggest match of their careers on the grandest stage of them all to defend those belts against the Game, Chaos, and Order. This time last year, Zach Cage, I don't even think he was at Ascendance 4, while Nick Blake was battling Billy Weaver in a brutal steel cage, how far they've come. Nick Blake was nearing, the possible end of his career after cashing in Money in the Bank and losing, but Cole Savage picked him up, dusted him off, and gave him another chance at life, and now look at him. As here come their opponents, the imaginary friends, the White Rabbit, the Black Rabbit, Freddie Osborne and Smiley Danielson. What could have been. They've had a great series back and forth with Chaos and Order this past month. And tonight they get the opportunity to, perhaps they can knock off Blake and Cage here, become #1 contenders, whoever walks out of Ascendance 5 the champions. Never forget Ted Dickens. Imaginary friends looking hyped up and ready to go. They know what an opportunity this is, not letting their losses to Chaos and Order and Chaos and Order in Extreme Conditions, I should say, keep them down. Lost to themselves. Here we go, starting things off. Our first of 3 tag team matches here tonight. Later on, we're going to see Nero and Pete Davis make their debuts, both of them, against their Ascendance 5 opponents in Jay Davis and John Reed. Of course, our main event, Caden Kidder and Ryan Kent taking on Fusions, Paul Devine and Chris Andrews, the 2 headliners of Ascendance 5 colliding. Here we go. It's going to be Zach Cage and Smiley Danielson starting things off in this one. Zach Cage and Nick Blake, man, been nearly unstoppable these past 4.5 months. They've defeated some of the greatest teams to ever do it. Cross-arm neckbreaker by Zach Cage. And we've been talking about this past month, Chaos and Order and Imaginary Friends, 2 fresh tag teams on the scene. 2 fresh challenges for even Zach Cage and Nick Blake said. We've taken down every single team here. It's refreshing to have 2 new teams, battling for our titles. Oh, I think he just landed headfirst in his dick right there. God damn. That was a little botched Bam Bam Salt. Whoa, what a counter. Mid DDT into an arm drag, or arm whip rather, if you will. Scoop slam. Off the ropes and go for a corkscrew elbow drop. Chaos and Order surely watching this one, lurking behind the scenes. Sizing up Blake and Cage. Could be a huge upset at Ascendance 5. The brothers Audrey could knock off these 2 and capture the belts. As Smiley gets a tag to Freddie Osborne, Imaginary Friends with some teamwork here early on. Snapmare into a Meteora. Nicely done. That's something new, refreshing right there. Nick Blake, what is he doing? I don't know what to say. He's about to take off. Nick Blake about to not have any of this. Hooks the leg, but only a 2 count. Early on, though. The White Rabbit keeps up the attack with a stiff kick to the spine. Now up to the top rope. Osborne looking to fly. The White Rabbit pointing at Zach Cage. Waiting for him to rise to his feet. That is quite a distance. Oh, I don't know. He barely made that, but he got it. Double axe handle semi-connects. Coming up next, guys. Guri Suckanov, the #1 contender for Pierre Thompson's international title. Gonna meet the Pimp Daddy Mac Tyler Endicott in this ring. Yeah, me too. They put in so many new counter animations. Just saw a new one during Fusion earlier this week, or yesterday really. Neckbreaker by Zach Cage into a modified crossface, but that's an immediate rope break there for the White Rabbit. Cage now making the tag to Blake. Blake, who was in action earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion, representing the Friends of Cole Savage in that tug-of-war match. Didn't really go their way. Okay, nice. Nick Blake not allowing Cage to finish that DDT attempt. Holy shit. Trouble? Stop it on by. You just missed Crizzy. I'm sure he would have loved to see you. He got all excited to... His fucking suntan was here. Hellish, did you hear me before? Or hear me? Did you see before when or did somebody do it? Can somebody post on the card that Genesis is live now? If Hellish didn't do it. Beautiful counter there by Blake, though, out of that powerbomb attempt a couple of seconds ago. Now a stomp to the thigh. Live here on Friday Night Genesis, edition number 93. Exactly 1 week away from the start of Ascendance 5, that 4-day extravaganza, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We know that Blake and Cage will be defending their titles against Chaos and Order. Looking to get that bit of momentum heading into the shows. Blake with his vintage tornado DDT. As I said, it didn't go so well for the Friends of Cole Savage in that tug-of-war on Monday Night Fusion. They all got taken out by Big Tito. Took out, man, that was impressive. I hate to say it, but man, he took out Larry, Katasuke, Rick, Nick Blake, and Chris Andrews. As Nick Blake takes a second to taunt a little bit here. Nick Blake lining up Osborne. Up onto the shoulders for little bad trauma. The White Rabbit unconscious. Blake makes the pin. 1, 2, but Smiley is too close, able to make the save before the 3. Imaginary Friends now have a chance to battle back here in this one. Kick to the chest. Osborne grabbing Blake by the arm. Oh, kick to the gut. And again. Oh, and then what a short arm clothesline. Damn, some oof behind that. Bullplex now going to throw Blake nearly out of the ring. Bringing him up to a vertical base. Kick to the gut. Osborne going to go for that arm fucking, what's it called? Northern Light suplex. Wrist lock Northern Light suplex, if you will. I don't think that's it either. What is it, arm lock? I don't know, something like that. Northern Light suplex at the end of the day. Oh, of course now the Rabbit Stampede. Over and over and over again. Smiley Danielson, here comes the Black Rabbit. Over and over and over and over. Here comes Freddie Osborne, the legal man. John Cone just watching, not trying to break it up or anything. Smiley Danielson wants the legal man. In he comes. Osborne gonna whip him like a torpedo. Double boots to the ribs. Doing a little bit of a jig. Imaginary Friends with a huge victory at their fingertips. 1, 2. Oh, but only a 2 count. Blake able to survive as Cage takes down Osborne. All-out war breaking out here now between Blake and Cage and Imaginary Friends. Nick Blake, a knee down into the chest there. Trying to crush that sternum. Smiley Danielson battling back up to his feet though. Forearm smash. Gonna rock Blake. Allows Danielson to close in. Irish whip. Osborne going after Cage. Not taking it lying down. Back over though by Blake. Perhaps a distraction caused. And now a knee to the face. Trying to crack open that skull. Still to come tonight, guys. Victor Romero, Brett Angel, one-on-one, falls count anywhere. It's coming up shortly. Of course, up next, Guri Suckunov and Tyler Endicott going to go at it. Shiranui by Nick Blake. Only a 2 count, though. Kick to the back. Smiley Danielson up to his feet, though. Jawbreaker going to stagger Smiley. Blake with an enziguri. Nicely done there. Look at that shoulder slump. You can tell that Blake is tired right now. Drops into the corner, hardly able to keep himself standing. Smiley beginning to stir. Trying to battle back up to his feet. Action roll. Goes for a knife edge chop. Nick Blake. Little bag trauma. Rolls him over. Lateral press. Osborne in no condition to make the save. 1, 2, 3. Blake and Cage get the win. Osborne was simply too damaged, too exhausted to get in and help the Black Rabbit. Blake and Cage get the momentum heading into Ascendance 5, where they will defend their titles against Chaos and Order. I guess we know what would have happened had Imaginary Friends become #1 contenders last week instead. Will Chaos and Order be the team to stop the 4.5-month reign of Blake and Cage. Little bit of head trauma does the deed. Trouble just swoops in to remind us of Nick Blake failing his Money in the Bank cashing. Talked about it when they were making their entrances, though. Nick Blake was on the verge of ending his career, but Cole Savage picked him up, dusted him off, gave him a new start. Now look at him. Nearly 5 months these two have held the World Tag Team titles. Can they keep them around their waist at Ascendance 5? We'll find out in 1 week's time. Tonight they're victorious. Will that be the same against Chaos and Order? Trouble, try to guess who all the champions are right now. You know Blake and Cage are the World Tag Team Champions, obviously. Just gave that away with that match. But try to guess who has all the other titles. Basketball, Maury? Come on. Yeah, Tito has every single championship. I don't know who that is, Maury, but congratulations. You're obviously excited about it. That would be great. Got to give Tito that entrance music next season. Just pretend it says Tito. Tito! Hey, there's Josh. I was about to say. Not making a stream? Impossible. No, Topher's the big-nosed Jew. I'll talk about big noses, though. I just realized that Gary Sukhanov's got one. Good lord. Batman actually doesn't have any titles right now. I think that might be a first. I think that might be a first in CMV. Batman doesn't hold any championship. What a world we live in. Josh Wolf hasn't had his match yet. Chaos and Order weren't even booked. Yeah, later on tonight we will see Zach Hardy go one-on-one with Josh Wolf. It has been confirmed that Josh Wolf will be battling, going toe-to-toe with the hypothetical Kung Fu practitioner, Kevin Lee, on the grandest stage of them all. And, of course, it's also been confirmed, Pat LaFave, Tim LaFave, one more time, father versus son. This time, Tim is revved up, ready to give it his all. Ready to finally put the family turmoil to an end. Actually, technically, he was the last Undisputed Champion. The Undisputed Championship is currently vacant. Paul Devine and Chris Andrews are main eventing Ascendance 5 to crown a new champion. One week from today, Ascendance 5 does start with the pre-show panel. It'll probably start around maybe 4 p.m. or so. Whenever I can get as many people on it. So if you want to be on it, anybody can be on it. Message to all in the chat. If you want to be on the pre-show panel, probably between 3 or 4, 1 week from today, next Friday. Yeah, Travis King was the last Undisputed Champion. Schmitty told me not to talk about him at all. But this is Genesis, so I can bring him up. Yeah, Travis King beat Chris Andrews to win the title at Purgatory, but then the next night, Schmitty fired him, took the title from him, tried to make himself champion, but luckily Cole Savage stopped him from doing that. Here we go, folks. Up next, the Russian ogre, the 7-foot-tall, 400-pound Guri Sukhanov, who in 1 week's time will challenge Pierre Thompson for the International Championship. Looks for one last little run of momentum as here comes the Pimp Daddy Mac player, the former Rising Star champion, and Tyler Endicott, who is set to go one-on-one with Super Gato on the Ascendance 5 pre-show. This is going to be quite a mountain, literally and figuratively, to climb for Endicott here tonight. Oh, look at that, guys. Looks like we're going to have a guest joining us. The international champion himself, Pierre Thompson, going to come down ringside. Bison is set, guys, to go one-on-one with Duo Maxwell at Ascendance 5. We haven't seen Duo and Bison actually in action in almost 2 months, ever since they went off the stage through that spotlight. They were both out of action for a month, but it was 2 weeks ago they returned without speaking a single word. Bison laid out the challenge. Duo accepted. The former friends, former brothers, former champions collide. Battle of the Behemoths it is going to be. But here we go, guys. Tyler Endicott with a big opportunity here to knock off the #1 contender for the international title. It is not going to be easy. And there you see the international champion himself, Pierre Thompson, who has held that title for 3 months. Going to face quite literally his biggest challenge yet, and Guri Sukhanov. Oh, German by Endicott. Of course, we know Pierre Thompson has pinned Guri. In fact, Pierre Thompson was the first man to ever pin and defeat Guri Sukhanov, but that was in a tag team match. Guri, in his 8-month career here in CMV, has only lost 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 singles matches. That is an impressive record. Will Pierre Thompson be able to do it? You know, all the doubters, all the CMV, the majority of the CMVers always say Pierre Thompson, week in and week out, he fails. It's only at pay-per-views, only when his title is on the line, when he can clutch up and actually win, and that's when it matters the most. Though Pierre did get a huge victory in last week's main event, defeating the light heavyweight champion Rubik and the Alpha World champion Ryan Kent. Now he's ringside, scouting out Guri Sukhanov, learning as much as he can as Sukhanov tearing apart Endicott here early on. I see that boot glitch is returning for Guri here. That's nice. Oh, Endicott with a suplex. Pierre loves it. Look at that sexy-ass Thompson attire. 10 out of 10. Who watches Fam anymore? Only YouTubers. Guri Sukhanov punches to the side of the head. Tearing apart the Pimp Daddy Mac right now, man. Yes, Ryan Kent is the CMV Alpha World Champion. Won it back at Absolution, has held it for 2 months now. Will defend it at Ascendance 5 against Caden Kinra, the Battle Beast, who won that Elimination Chamber at Purgatory to earn that right. Of course, later on, we'll see Kent and Kinra taking on from Fusion, Paul Devine and Chris Andrews, the 2 headliners of Ascendance, clashing. The question is, can Devine and Andrews work together? I hardly doubt it. Endicott trying to fight as much as he can here to stay alive in this matchup. Guri Sukhanov, man, with a single knee backbreaker. Oh, and there's that straight right hook of his, which is usually the prelude to that devastating power. Or maybe this. This is what he knocked off Joey Bacon with another 2 minutes last week. Going for a ride is the Pimp Daddy Mac with a giant swing. What is that, 7 times around before letting go? He literally beat Joey Bacon, the 500-pounder, in under 2 minutes with that maneuver last week. 1, 2, no, but Endicott is able to survive. We do know Joey Bacon was suffering an injury going into that matchup, so that will probably explain it. Was suffering a pretty bad midsection injury that he suffered at the hands of Victor Romero. What, Joey Bacon was suffering from an injury and he ate too much before the match? Gary Suckinov, though, remaining dominant here as a big knee to the side of the head. Going to bust Tyler Endicott wide open. Guys, tonight we also see the debuts of both Nero and Pete Davis ahead of their Ascendance 5 matches against Jay Davis and John Reed. That tag match later on. I'm excited for that. Another straight right hook, man. Gary, if you're a betting man, you know Ascendance 5 is live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the city of sin. If you are a gambler, you might want to put your money on Gary Suckinov to walk out international champion, but Pierre Thompson is Pierre Thompson. The tough one to call. Big old running power slam, and now Gary looking to put the final nail in the coffin with that devastating, monstrous, disgusting looking power bomb folding over. Wait a minute, Thompson though! Look at Pierre ringside distracting the referee and giving Endicott an opportunity to come back because of it. Oh, Pierre trying to get in the head of Gary Suckinov. Cost him a matchup here heading into their bout at Ascendance 5. That's now the Pimp Daddy Mac. Double axe handle again. Irish whip puts him in the corner. Endicott with a big old splash. Off the ropes now. Watch out, John Cole. Crossbody. Endicott is riding high, guys. Pierre might have just handed the win to her, maybe not. Might have just prolonged his suffering. Jawbreaker, though, back and forth to go. Tip for tap, reversal after reversal. 1999 up in here. Gary's had enough, though. 400 pounds down to the chest. Lateral press. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Gary Suckinov with his arms raised up high, telling Pierre, doesn't matter what you're trying to do, I'm walking out with the win. Endicott is bleeding badly. He's got a matchup with Super Gato, remember, on the Ascendance 5 pre-show. And now it's Tyler Endicott who has his arms raised up high. Punch to the back of the head. Gary saw it coming, though, given too much time. And now a high angle dick grab slam. Throwback right there. Oh, straight right hook a third time. Gary's still not done. Look at the face, darting that proverbial crimson mask. Is Tyler Endicott. Endicott not giving up, though. Oh, kick to the gut. A second time. Power bomb. Pierre pleased to. Oh, rope break that time. Man, Endicott is getting lucky here. First, Pierre breaks it up. Now the rope break. Lucky or unlucky, that's up to you to decide. I'd say unlucky. You gotta stay in there even longer with the Russian Ogre. Goes for a big boot, man. Every time Endicott tries something, it's just immediately countered by Gary Suckinov. This has been complete domination. A couple of spurts here and there from Endicott, but nothing serious. Nothing enough to get him in control and win this match. Now look at that, gouging at the gash. Gouging at that cut. A fourth straight right hook, man. And look at Gary's actually tuckered himself out from beating so much ass. As Pierre is just forced to watch ringside. Watch what could very well happen to him in 7 days' time at Ascendance 5 with his championship on the line. Endicott again tries to shoot for a signature or finisher, but instead gonna get a third power bomb. 1, 2. What? What? How the hell did Endicott kick out of that? The first time Pierre broke it up. The second time he got a rope break. But the third time he actually kicked out. Good Lord. The Pimp Daddy Mac just wants to end his career here, it seems. Good luck. Stomping on the gash, Topher. On that cut. Look at the blood, man. This is just a dismantling. This is hard to watch. Oh my God, now a fourth time. Tyler Endicott is risking a serious injury here. He catches it! He caught the boot! Oh, what a clothesline. Squashes him like a little bug in the corner. And now an alley-oop bomb. Endicott just will not die, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. Refusing to go down easy. Oh, elbow drop to the thigh. All the while, Pierre Thompson watching from ringside, a front row seat to this destruction, tearing Endicott apart. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a reversal with that gut-wrench suplex. That's going to take some strength. And again, the heel of his boot digging into the cut. That's across his forehead, blood still spurting out of it, covering his entire face. Look at Guri. He's enjoying this. He's loving this. The longer it goes, the happier he is. Look at now, 400 pounds just slowly stepping across the midsection of Endicott. Perhaps Guri giving Endicott too many openings, though, or perhaps not again with a single knee backbreaker. Endicott, I don't think he's going to be in any condition to fight Super Gato at Ascendance, man. Look at him. And a fourth time, middle of the ring. That Russian ogre just power bombing Tyler Endicott neck first into the canvas, and there's what the hell, dude? What the fuck? Endicott just does not want to stay down here. What the hell is going on? Four of the first two times I can understand. First, Pierre Thompson broke it up, then he got a rope break, but now he's kicked out of that power bomb twice. And now, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Holy shit! Bear hug spine buster! The Pimp Daddy Mac! What a win this will be! What a comeback this will be! 1, 2! Oh no! Holy shit! Endicott nearing a colossal upset. But Guri has hardly taken any damage. Look at Endicott. I don't know how you can even see right now. Holding his head, shoulders slumped, gas tank on empty. I don't know how he kicked out. I don't know if he's standing right now. Guri Sukhanov now realizing he's playing around a little bit too much. Wanting to bring this match to an end. Just wants to secure the win, get the momentum heading into Ascendance 5. Snap suplex into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Guri gets it. 400 pounds down into the face. Pierre Thompson arguing the decision. He would have liked to see Guri eat a defeat, but the Russian ogre was done playing around. I got to give it up to Tyler Endicott, man. He certainly proved that he can take a beating and still keep on going. But he might have just cost himself a serious injury heading into his Ascendance 5 match against Super Gato. But Guri, all the momentum in the world behind him. Guri Sukhanov, the Russian ogre, Pierre Thompson, the big dog, one-on-one, two Mack trucks colliding for the international title in 1 week's time. There's what did it. Finally a suplex, and then Guri just literally laying his 400-pound frame down onto Endicott's face. Pierre watching what could very well happen to him. All right, guys, here we go. The action continues up next It is going to be Falls Count Anywhere. The Rising Star Champion, the Antichrist Victor Romero, poised to battle the Outcast Brett Angel one-on-one. Of course, at Ascendance 5, these two men will be joined by El Guerrero Furioso for a triple threat match for the Rising Star Championship. Was El Guerrero Furioso and Brett Angel last week on Reality Wrestling battling in a number one contenders match. El Guerrero Furioso would get the win, but thanks to CJ Havre, sweet-talking general manager Dave Turner, Brett Angel was able to remain a part of the match, making it a three-way. But now Angel looks to settle some unfinished business. It was at the top of the month, these two at one-on-one, but it went to a double countout after Victor Romero tried to lay his hands on One-Shot Leona, and Brett Angel just snapped, absolutely lost it, beat the hell out of Romero until the ref finally got to the count of 10. So now we're going to get to see it, no countouts this time, and One-Shot Leona being left in the back for her own safety, because this one could get chaotic. No countouts, no disqualification, anything goes. Here he comes, the ominous arrival of the CMV Rising Star Champion, who has officially broken the record as the longest reigning Rising Star Champion of all time at 4 weeks. Josh Wolf's 3-week reign being beaten out. He's still got the 2 title reigns, though. Josh Wolf still has that accolade. As this monster of a man makes it to the ring. Romero is a scary sight, man. I would not want to be Brett Angel right now. I would not want to be anyone who has to get in the ring with the Antichrist. Here's a tweet, ladies and gentlemen, from Josh Wolf, who says, Ascendance will be my next hunting ground, and Lee will be my biggest kill yet. But I have one final surprise for Lee tonight. I wonder what that could be. Of course, Josh Wolf is set for action later on against Zach Hardy. But it has been confirmed Kevin Lee, Josh Wolf one-on-one at Ascendance 5. Wolf alongside Tim LaFave able to get the victory over Kevin Lee and Zach Hardy last week. We'll see if Josh can get it done alone. A bit later on, as here he comes, the Outcast, the living legend himself, Brett Angel. CJ Havre, like I said, on the behalf of Brett Angel, sweet-talking general manager Dave Turner into giving Brett Angel this title opportunity, or at Ascendance rather, getting him the title opportunity at Ascendance, and I'm sure this matchup too. Brett Angel getting his hands on Romero before they clash with EGF in that 3-way on the grandest stage of them all. And Brett Angel only able to qualify for that title as Ascendance 5 will literally be his 6th month as a part of the Genesis roster, just barely qualifying. Remember what Dave Turner said when Angel first arrived on Genesis, though? You're a newcomer, you're nothing, you're starting from the bottom. So Angel, technically a rookie, does qualify for the championship. This all started at the top of the month, Maury, when we saw Victor Romero and Brett Angel go one-on-one, but it ended up going to a double countout after Romero didn't even actually, just attempted to put his hands on One-Shot Leona. Brett Angel snapped and just beat the holy hell out of Victor. And that's why it would end up going to a double countout, but now there's no chance of that. Anything goes. Falls count anywhere here, as both these men look to settle their unfinished business while looking for momentum as well, heading into that 3-way title match at the Show of Shows. Here we go. Angel starting things off. with that knee to the midsection and a nasty looking discus close. Look at how Angel wasting literally no time. You can tell the hatred that he has for the Antichrist. Nobody puts their hands on one shot Leon, or even attempts to, but Romero luckily avoiding the sledgehammer shot. A push to Angel, but Angel with a kick to the side of the head gets that sledgehammer again right down to the quad. And that is a dangerous place to target your opponent. That could end careers if you injure the quad, you'll tear it. And Angel now with a spear! Spear by Brett Angel! Holy shit. Romero, though, battling back. Double back suplex, and now a German. Already, man, these two are tearing each other apart. I kind of feel bad for El Guerrero. Going to be caught in the middle of this at Ascendance. But it is for the chance to become the Rising Star Champion. Body splash attempted, goes right over Victor Romero. Relentless stomps now to the legs. Romero bringing Angel up to his feet. Irish whip, though, out under the apron. Punch to the side of the head. Going to send Romero dropping down to the outside. Brett Angel pandering to the CMV universe. The Outcast waiting for Romero to get back out of the ring. Immediately going to target him, going for a grapple, but pushed down like a rag doll. Romero kind of keep his attack up on Angel here. Brett, though, with a float over DDT, countered the last second, though, with a back body drop. Nicely done by Romero there, who stomps down to the arm of the Outcast now, flopping him on his stomach and an elbow drop to the lower spine. That sledgehammer just lying there, ready to be used on a whim. Look at Romero now. One elbow drop, two elbow drops, make it three elbow drops. Going hard right now on Angel. Lateral press, 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Turning Brett Angel around, Irish whip. Watch out, John Cohen. Oh, to the outside it goes. Remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere. These two can go anywhere. They can go in the crowd, backstage, out on the street, downtown, wherever they want to end up. Or it could end in the ring. No disqualifications, obviously, as Brett Angel used that sledgehammer towards the start of the match. Victor Romero making sure Angel stays down. Stiff kick to the spine. The Rising Star Champion on Rampage right now. Another elbow drop by the big man. The Outcast being brought up to his seat. Oh, discus you punch ya! Big Chris Andrews fan. Perhaps we'll see that later on in our main event from the man himself. Whatever Romero was going for there. Countered by Angel. Gets a 5-star to the chest, though, for his troubles. And now a hammerlock lariat. Big 18-inch pythons of Romero's. Not going to feel too good. Brett Angel is getting absolutely dominated by Romero right now. Got to figure out something big. He did counter that signature attempt, but not doing much with it as Romero slits his throat. Maybe calling for the end here. Giving Angel too much time, though. The veteran with a knee to the chest. Look at this shoulder claw of doom being applied. Probably be more deadly if used by someone like Romero, but Angel just trying to get himself in the driver's seat, trying to maintain the upper hand, but Romero's just meeting him at every single corner. Oh, nice punch to the gut. And right into the steel steps. Angel is feeling it. Angel's still riling. Still up and kicking. Speaking of a kick, tries to kick Romero there, moves out of the way. Nice clothesline, though, to put him back down. Stomp onto the arm, that hurt. Oh, an elbow drop to the lower spine. Oh, Angel lining up the shot, looking to finish on the outside with the Darkest Night to seal the deal. 1, 2, no, Romero somehow able to survive. 2.999. And now the big man with the cannonball senton, which is usually a prelude, as he's going to look to finish things off. Perhaps a jackhammer in the future of Angel. No, counter by the Outcast. Jawbreaker, cheeky little jab, did no effect. And now the Rising Star champion, the full Nelson Slam. Brett Angel down, Romero on one knee. Both these men exhausted. It's been a brutal match so far. Still a lot to get through here on Genesis. Zach Hardy, Josh Wolf one-on-one. Nero and Pete Davis take on Jay Davis and John Reed. The return of El Jefe against Bryce Hurt in that huge main event tag match. As Romero, no, what is this? Last ride sit out powerbomb at the bottom of the ramp. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Angel is lucky, man. 2 more inches up, his head would have smacked right off that concrete. He might not have ever got back up again. Brett Angel, though, able to find himself an opening, and now it's him who's looking for the final nail in the coffin, but Romero counters once more. Uppercut to the midsection. Oh, and a shoulder block that sends Angel flying back. These two beating the hell out of one another all over the ringside area. Covered by Romero, and a 3 count by Romero. Wow. Bulldozing over Angel with that shoulder block, enough to get the 3 count for the Antichrist. Big win for Romero, heading into the triple threat. EGF will join these two with the title on the line, but Romero, man, with a nasty looking shoulder block that just twist-turned Angel inside out. Angel nearly able to bring the win home here with the Darkest Night, but it wasn't enough. There's the Cannonball Senton. Jawbreaker by Angel here. Went for a cheeky little jab, but it did no effect. Here's the finish, guys. Look at this. Bam! Like a bulldozer. Just mowing down Angel. Putting him out cold. And that is enough to seal the deal. Can Angel bounce back at Ascendance to win that title? A match where Romero doesn't even have to be pinned or submitted to lose his championship. The Antichrist proven to be a force to be reckoned with. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action coming our way as we are going to see the debuts of both Nero and Pete Davis ahead of their Ascendance 5 bouts against Jay Davis and John Reed, the opposite team here. Of course, Nero, the man who has made John Reed's life a living hell since Purgatory, first cost him an opportunity in the Elimination Chamber, then embarrassed him with multiple attacks in front of the CMV Universe, finally taking his club away from him. John Reed finally threw down the gauntlet 2 weeks ago, challenged Nero to a match at Ascendance, to which Nero accepted. And of course, the brothers Davis have been embroiled in a very personal, very emotional rivalry, which will culminate at the Show of Shows with a lot of implications on the line. If Pete Davis wins, then Jay Davis must leave CMV forever. If Jay Davis wins, then both Pete and Guri Sukhanov will have to ditch CMV, go find work elsewhere. Tonight, it is all about momentum heading into the Showcase of Immortals. We're going to see what Nero and Pete Davis are all about. Jay Davis and John Reed, quite a formidable alliance there. Both coming off wins last week. Jay Davis defeating Devlin O'Brien while Reed defeated Kaiva. Still to come tonight, guys. Zach Hardy going to be taking on Josh Wolf. We got the return of El Jefe, who will be battling Bryce Hurt, our main event. The two headliners of Ascendance 5. Caden Kenra going to be teaming with the Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent to battle Fusion's Paul Devine and Chris Andrews. Main event, the Show of Shows for the Undisputed Championship. Momentous momentum. Who looks like Oliver Queen? Well, those are burn marks, burn injuries left over, scars, if you will, from that brutal car crash he was in 3 months ago, which we found out Pete Davis executed. He was behind that. Accident that nearly claimed Jay Davis's life, took away a month of his career. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. We saw our first actual look at Nero last week when he was ringside during John Reed's match against Kaiva. Now we're going to see what he's all about in ring. We still don't know the reason, the real reason why Nero has targeted John Reed. He said that Reed's future is nothing. His best days are behind him, but why did he cost him that spot in the Elimination Chamber? Why has he embarrassed him? Why did he take away his club? All these answers will hopefully be answered. All these questions, I should say, will hopefully be answered at Ascendance. As now here comes Pete Davis, the younger brother of Jay, who was supposed to actually come into CMV and compete on NGW, but unfortunately, we know, rest in peace, never forget, NGW came to an end. So instead, for some reason, has decided to come in and try to not only ruin, but end his brother's career, pointing out the fact that Jay Davis left him and his family behind to pursue this wrestling career. Forgot about them. And now Pete Davis is going to make sure that Jay never forgets about him again. Ascendance 5 is quite the family turmoil. Oh, new digs. New digs for Jay Davis, ladies and gentlemen. I saw Jay backstage earlier tonight. He has some nasty looking burn scars from that brutal car accident 3 months ago. I mean, I can get being upset with your brother, right? I got a sister. I know what it's like. Sibling rivalries. But to try to kill him and now to come here and try to ruin his career. Look how Nero and Pete Davis not giving Jay the ring. Absolutely no respect to be found. Your dog versus my dog at Ascendance. Whatever your dog's name is versus Ralph, it's going down. And here we go, last but not least, the fallen angel, John Reed, coming off that win over his former Hellfire Club brother Kaiva last week. Reed's got to be feeling good about himself. And he is so ready to finally get payback against Nero. He can get a little bit of it tonight. Looking to get the whole pie and more, though, at Ascendance. A lot of emotions running high in this matchup. A preview of what's to come in these respective singles bouts in just 1 week's time. Here we go, guys. Going to be Nero starting things off against Jay Davis. Referee rings the bell. And we are going to get it on. About to see what Nero and Pete Davis are all about. Can they back up all the talk they've been spewing out this past month? Jay Davis looked for a clean break, but Nero doesn't give it to him. John Reed arguing, wasn't happy with that. Now I'm sure Jay Davis and John Reed are far from good pals, but they're going to try to work together tonight to get one up over their common enemies. Or not common enemies, but respective enemies. Common enemies tonight. Hellfire Club is still a thing, though it is now under the control of that man, Nero. Took away Kaiva, Afterlife, and Ball from John Reed. Oh, yeah! Why? I mean, Nero in just a month has taken away so much from John Reed. Took away an Alpha World title opportunity, embarrassed him, took away his dignity, and then took away his friends, his brothers, his club. Jay Davis, nice short arm shoulder block. Nero popping right back up, though, for an arm drag. Down on one knee is Davis now as Nero closes in. Looking for a suplex. Davis stalls it, though. Nicely done. A punch to the gut. Woo! Knife edge chop. Gonna take him down. Coming up next, guys, Zach Hardy gonna go one-on-one with Josh Wolf. Josh Wolf preparing to meet Kevin Lee at Ascendance 5. Gonna need all the momentum he can get. Oh, short arm clothesline after stopping Nero's arm drag attempt, whatever he was gonna try for there. We still got the return of El Jefe to come as he and Bryce Hurt add yet another chapter. They're already huge history between one another. Drop to hold by Davis. Some teamwork as Reed with an elbow drop. And in our main event, Ryan Kent, Caden Kendra, Paul Devine, Chris Sanchez. Look at Jay Davis saying, no, no, no. Let's deal more damage to these. Let's make them suffer longer. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a tweet here from Bob Luger says, our silence hasn't faded the anticipation one bit. Sam and I have been training our asses off so that come Ascendance we'll be the best we can be. May the better man win. Dream match. Hashtag dream match. And indeed, that is what it is going to be. Sam Valentine, Bob Luger, one-on-one at the Show of Shows. Neither of them have been in action the past 3 weeks, and it's like Luger said, they've been training as much as they can. This is the biggest match of both of their careers. Nearly 2 years in the making. They want to be at their prime, the best they can be. Pete Davis, now the legal man. Russian leg sweep to Reed there. And now a tweet, guys, from El Jefe says, but I'm not finished with you. Arriba! Later on tonight, El Jefe, Bryce Hurt once again in anticipation for their tag team matchup at Ascendance. Bryce Hurt and Tito taking on El Jefe and the Ascendance 5 host, Captain America himself, Chris Evans. John Reed here looking for a buckle bomb. I don't know what Nero's doing. Talking to the ref here. Oh, man. Pete Davis' spine shattering off the turnbuckle. Now Reed going to give Jay Davis a piece of the action. Going to lay hands on his brother finally in the ring. Just as he will one-on-one in Ascendance. Back body drop takes down Pete. Looping around. Jay Davis bringing him up to his feet. Goes for a suplex. Stalled, though, into one of his own. And a tweet, guys, from Bryce Hurt responding to El Jefe says, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Trying to be cheeky with El Jefe there. Nero, now the legal man. Pete Davis doesn't want to be in the ring too long with his brother. Nice counter there. I think Nero was going for a hero slam instead. Going to get the dust kicked up in his face. Disrespect shown. And a tweet from Josh Wolf chiming in says, at Bryce Hurt, like you losing your title? Oh, Jay Davis. GTS. Taking down the masked man known as Nero. Will it be enough to get the 3? 1, 2, but only that. El Jefe responding, saying, only mistake was you being born. Damn, this savagery. Oh, wait a minute. Jay Davis now Pete has to look away. Gourd Buster going to sleep. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But again, Pete is too quick for John Reed to stop him. Too close to their corner. Jay, though, dropping down. He's loving it. John Reed giving him his space. Yeah, Josh Wolf better get ready for his matchup coming up next. Gonna have to deal with Zach Hardy. Ooh, backslide driver. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Nero and Pete Davis so far has certainly proven that they've got that in-ring aptitude. They ain't no pushovers. Nero knows what he's doing. Ooh, bringing him down. I know nothing of Nero's background. I don't know if he's trained, competed in any of the promotions, what he's done. We know that Pete, like I said, he was supposed to be a part of NGW before it came to its early end. So we know he has some training. That pop-up cutter there by Nero. Irish with the watch out Pete. Nero on the apron. Jay's not done with him, though. Going to take this opportunity to go make a tag to the Fallen Angel. Let Reed get his hands on his attacker, his aggressor, his nemesis. A man who's made his life unbearable. Cross-arm DDT inbound, but John Reed fights out of it at the last second. Creates some distance now, closing in. Up onto the shoulders. Reed with a single knee gut buster. Could have easily switched that out into the fall. Super kick out of nowhere. Comes first, though. Reed taking a second to appreciate the fans who have come to his aid. Been a real tough month for him, and the fans have supported him. Started to take a liking to him even. Oh, but Nero fires back with a jumping enziguri there, kind of. And a roundhouse kick. Lateral press now by Nero. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Oh, my God. Oh, wait a minute, out of the corner. He calls this thy final breath. Bam! Boot to the head. Doesn't get much more straightforward and deadly than kicking your opponent right in the head. 1, 2. Oh, that would have been a 3 count, but Jay keeps this match alive. And here, yeah, we just got a huge tweet from Bryce Hurt. He says, at El Jefe, I hit your mistake in the face, remember? Then you were silly enough to think you could get revenge, but how'd that go? Now you're back for more revenge, but do you really think it'll go any differently? I'm gonna drill your head in that mat tonight and do the same at Ascendance. You're done, kid, as John Reed with a small package, looking to steal it here, and he nearly does. 2.999, Bryce Hurt, yeah, snapping there. Better be careful, watch his temper. Gotta stay focused as Reed now. The small package didn't do it, but perhaps the fall will. Into the pin, looking to seal the deal. 1, 2, 3, and he does! John Reed pins Nero. That had to feel real good. And as we get the highlights, El Jefe responds saying, bitch put me to sleep. Arriba! El Jefe playing them games. Yo, what up, 18-bit? Welcome back, my friend. Just in time to see this match come to an end. John Reed, that had to feel oh so good to pin Nero. The question is, can he do it again, one-on-one in 1 week's time at the grandest stage of them all, Ascendance 5? Bryce Hurt responding, simply saying, I hate you. Oh, these two are going to take each other on in our co-main event. But first up next, Zach Hardy and Josh Wolf going to go at it. Despite taking the loss, both Nero and Jay Davis prove they know what they're doing in that ring. Look at this, a handshake between these two men, some respect shown. Great victory for those two. Can they do it again at the Show of Shows? As we get into our third to final matchup here. Oh, I thought this was the co-main event. Rip in peace. All right, then. We're going right into it. All right, that took me off guard. I must have accidentally put it differently or something when I made it last night. All right, I guess co-main event is going to be Zach Hardy and Josh Wolf. We still got that main event to come. The Ascendance 5 headliners. Ryan Kent, the Alpha World Champion, teaming with his challenger, Caden Kenra. Gonna battle Fusion's Paul Devine and Chris Andrews. Will Devine and Andrews be able to work together, though? I highly doubt it. They have in the past. They're former tag team champions together. But after all that's happened these past couple of months, I just don't see it working. We'll just have to wait and see. A response from El Jefe before he comes out here says, everyone hates you, and tonight is just the start. Ascendance, me and the captain will finish it. Arriba! Indeed, last week, guys, Chris Evans came out here, I should say, the Ascendance 5 host, of course, Captain America, came out here to reverse the decision that Dave Turner made at the top of the month. Remember when Bryce Hurt took a cheap shot, hit Chris Evans in the jaw. Bryce Hurt fired him on the spot, and subsequently Tito ended up quitting to go out with his pal. But Evans says no, he's all of his fans, all the kids, all the little boys and girls that look up to him, that he has to prove that that's no way to deal with bullies. So let someone else handle it for you. So Evans said, Bryce, Tito, I'm challenging you. Ascendance, let's do it. Hurt and Tito, Cocky would come out. Say, I guess I have you a little bit to thank for getting me my job back, but it was quite the mistake. You against me and Tito alone, we're going to beat your ass, embarrass you. But then Evans would say, I never said I was going to be alone. Bring him back, the one and only Arriba, man. The human fish, baby. El Jefe would come running out, driving off Bryce Hurt and Tito with his tail tucked between his legs. But now we're getting this classic matchup yet again. I think this is the 6th in their series. Bryce Hurt, El Jefe, one-on-one. Before Bryce, along with Tito, take on the Human Fish and Captain America at the Show of Shows. No Tito ringside for Bryce Hurt here. That tells you that Bryce is taking this match very seriously. That he alone wants to be the one to dismantle Jefe here. Oh, and here we go. It has been too long, ladies and gentlemen. The human fish, the one and only El Jefe is back. Looking to claim revenge on the man who cost him his title and his career. But thanks to Chris Evans, he has it back. And a tweet, guys, from John Reed says, at Nero, you might have found a club, but I have found a universe. Obviously referencing the CMV universe, the fans who are behind him 100%. What up, Victor? Yeah, Tito's probably resting after going through those 5 guys on Fusion during the tug of war. Probably needs a little rest before Ascendance. Makes sense. No Captain America either, though. No Chris Evans ringside. Clean one, well, maybe not clean, it's Bryce Hurt's in there, but just one-on-one, no ringside distractions. I do believe the 6th time these two are meeting one-on-one, the majority of which Bryce Hurt has been victorious in. Just starts things off with a thunderous Uranagi side slam. El Jefe been out of action for nearly 2 months. Probably spending the time at home with his son. But you gotta think that he's absolutely ecstatic to be back. Oh, I know. I'm excited for the Arriba, man, to be back. And this is why. The unique offense. Look at this. The worm expertly executed by El Jefe. Woo! All ended in a stiff chop to the chest. Bryce Hurt feeling the pain of that one. Flopping him over onto his stomach. Battling back up to his feet. Oh, and a knee right to the face. Both these men, former light heavyweight champions. They spent the better part of 3 months fighting one another for the title. Of course, Rubik, now the champion, will defend the championship against Bill Maverick at Ascendance 5. Look at this Bryce, just disrespect shown. There's that ego, that cockiness on display as he just holds his boot to the throat of Hefe. No, that's up next. I made a mistake. Zach Hardy, Josh Wolf is our co-main event coming up after this one before the tag team crossover. That's going to end the show. Irish whip. El Jefe after that back elbow, going to call it with the clothesline. Nope, misses, does Bryce. Jefe going to close in. Drops down. What are we going for here? Head scissors by Jefe. Bringing Bryce off his feet. Here's a tweet from Nero now, guys. Says, so you found a universe. I just have to give each one of you the final breath. Oh, bless for the host, Victor. Nero obviously still confident, still not showing any signs of... Oh, wait a minute, Bryce Hurt with a leg drop off the top rope. Just a little cheeky fucking grab as well, because why not? Nero obviously, though, still confident about himself, even though took the pin from Reed in that tag. Moonsault! El Jefe. Talked about it a couple of minutes ago. Maybe a bit of ring rust, 2 months out of the ring. Oh, but he's okay. It's all right, even though John Cone's dead. Kick to the gut. El Jefe going to take Bryce Hurt for a little walk here. Across the ring. Up to the top rope. Arm drag. Going to send Bryce all the way to the other side. El Jefe's feeling it now. Rebounds. Boosh, boosh. Double legs to the midsection for a sweet looking boom drop. Kick to the spine to follow through. Now it's El Jefe who scales to the top rope. Looking to take a big risk here. Oh, shooting star press by the human fish. And he's still not done. El Jefe a million miles a minute. Oh, yes. Bryce Hurt gonna taste it, baby. El Jefe is back. Look at this out there, bitch dip, brother. Giving Bryce a mouthful. And El Jefe ain't done yet, brother. Lining up this shot. Jefe with the hook. No, Bryce. Clutching up. Oh, and now the Hurt Locker. Hurt Locker out of nowhere. Locked in. Will Jefe tap? Will Jefe tap? Or can he escape? Bryce Hurt's got it locked in tight. Hurt Locker firmly. Oh, no. No, it's not. El Jefe escapes. Not quitting. Not giving up. And what an arm drag. A million miles a minute this match has become. And now a little spinning sit-out sidewalk slam. It's new from Jefe. Jefe now trying to maintain his control. Snapmare and a soccer ball kick. To the ring apron. Always a dangerous place to be. 450 splash does not connect. Bryce Hurt moving out of the way in the nick of time. And now Hurt. Oh! Where the sun don't shine. Not letting that cross-arm neckbreaker come his way. That's one way to make sure you don't get hit with a move. Surprised he wasn't disqualified there. Maybe John Cone's showing some... Oh, brave bastard! John Cone perhaps showing some leniency since this is El Jefe's first match back, and he knows what a big match this is. And the ever-evolving story between Bryce Hurt and El Jefe. Bryce Hurt, though, slitting his throat, calling for the end. Saying enough is enough, he's through with the games. But El Jefe's not. El Jefe! Sunset flip power bomb. 1, 2. Oh, nearly the 3 count, but not quite. Tries to bring Bryce Hurt up to his feet. Bryce, though, with a hit to the midsection. Now up against the ropes. What is Bryce looking for here? Hurt. Bryce Hurt. What the hell is he doing? Oh, DDT out of the ring! Holy shit! The star of this show putting it all on the line. Now a springboard crossbody out, but one risk taken too many. I'll have that back to see. Goes for jumping the shark, looking to finish things off real quick. Oh, but Bryce with the Scorpion Death Drop reverse DDT. Bryce right back to his disrespectful ways as he holds his boot to the throat of Hefe. You think after all these two have been through, there would at least be a little at least in-ring respect between the two combatants, but no, you won't see any from Bryce. Little head scissors takedown though from Hefe. Hefe gonna go for a pin here now. Late into this matchup, only a 2 count. Yo, what up, Flashy? Yeah, if you want to join, all you have to do is check out that link right there provided. That is our website. You got to register. It takes you under 2 minutes. You just got to make a name for yourself, choose a password, and then you are all set to go. Excited to have you. Anybody who's watching, that's how you get it done. Exclamation point CMV. Exclamation point join in the chat. Let you know a bit more about us. What the deal is as this match continues. And Bryce with the hurlock. That's going to be a rope break. Rope break. Rope break. Are you kidding? El Jefe. It's right there. El Jefe. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. An inch away. A fingertip away. But El Jefe, he can't make it. Escapes though. Jefe is not about to tap out. Using Bryce's own momentum against him. Small package hold. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. What a matchup. These two always stay putting on 5-star classics. I could watch them go one-on-one every single week. Oh, yeah, baby. Gonna get another mouthful of that big old fish dip, brother. Hefe's feeling it. The CMV universe behind him. Hefe! Hefe! Lining up the shot. Jumping the shark. Oh, Bryce saw it coming in with a duck. Clothesline. Hung up to dry though on the middle rope. What a match this is. So much pride on the line. Big old slap from the outside. Holy shit, hooks the leg, doesn't have to after that huge slap to the face. Only a 2 count though. Hands on his hips, Hefe breathing heavily. He knows he can't afford a loss here in his first night back with Ascendance just 1 week away. Hefe going up to the top rope. What is he thinking here? Something big to finish things off perhaps. Swanton bomb attempted, but Bryce Hurt again moves out of the way. And now Hurt gonna try something new. Sharpshooter by Bryce Hurt. Sharpshooter applied by the star of this show. Will this be enough to force El Jefe to tap out? No, it will not. El Jefe escapes. Both men standing face to face. They know each other so well. They've done battle on so many occasions. They'll do it again at Ascendance 5. With their respective partners, but tonight's one-on-one. Neckbreaker by Bryce Hurt, and now Hurt finally looking to put the final nail in the coffin. It ain't no ordinary nail. It's a 9-inch nail. Drags him through the ropes. Dropping him head first into the canvas. Bryce Hurt once again on the verge of defeating El Jefe. 1, 2, 3, and he does! Bryce Hurt ruins the return and the celebration of El Jefe. What a match, though. Their greatest match yet, if you ask me. El Jefe had so much to prove, but once more, Bryce had his number. But at Ascendance, in 1 week's time, it is Bryce Hurt and Tito. It is El Jefe and Chris Evans. Can El Jefe get the win on the biggest stage of them all? That'll erase all of this. That'll vindicate him. With millions upon millions watching, the showcase of immortals is where it matters most. But tonight, Bryce Hurt once again kills the fish. I don't think El Jefe's son was in the crowd tonight. Maybe watching from home as he was forced to yet again see his father defeated. But like I said, Ascendance 5 is where it matters most. The show of shows. Who will walk out victorious there? Perhaps bring an end to this long-standing rivalry that's gone on for the better part of this season. As it is now co-main event time. As we are going to see Zach Hardy square off against Josh Wolf. Last week in tag team action, Wolf alongside Tim LaFave were able to knock off Zach Hardy and Kevin Lee in tag team action. It has been confirmed now. The hypothetical Kung Fu practitioner and the Hunter one-on-one at Ascendance 5, whereas Tim and his father Pat, once more father versus son, finally looking to bring the family turmoil to its end. Tonight, Tim is going to be joining Josh Wolf, it looks like, ringside, while Lee watches out for his next-gen compadre and Hardy. And our main event still to come. Tag team action. The two headliners of Ascendance 5. Cade and Kenra teaming up with the Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent to take on Fusion's Paul Devine and Chris Andrews. That is going to be one hell of a match. All you got to do is get me your cause hashtags. If you haven't uploaded him yet, you can do it with hashtag CMV. That would be easier for me to find him since CC is so fucked up and shit. But if he's already uploaded, then just tell me the tags that he's under and his name, and I'll get him as soon as possible and have a lot of room after Ascendance 5. So. Chrissy's sending me like 5 messages right now. I feel like he's going to be yelling at me for Angel. Is that Cage and Nick Blake one, though? Just another tweet. Or another message, rather. Rip. I'm going to get chewed out. I can't win. Never forget. Here we go, co-main event time. Zach Hardy been very impressive since returning the top of the month. Started off with a couple of wins, put on one hell of a match against Brett Angel a couple of weeks ago that we came out with the loss. Still proving that he can hang with the best of them. Hardy, though, not poised for any sort of action at Ascendance 5. Perhaps we'll find his luck in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. There you see Kevin Lee, the man who tried to put his hands on Tim's mother Cass 2 weeks ago. And lucky that Josh Wolf, being the good guy that he is, stepped up when nobody else did, because Tim was not in the arena that night. If Josh Wolf hadn't have done anything, Kevin Lee very well may have been able to execute whatever he was trying for. Kevin Lee is a changed man, hooking up with the devil himself and Pat LaFave. And I gotta respect his in-ring ability, but I don't have to respect him as a man. And to make sure that Kevin Lee doesn't try any sort of shenanigans here ahead of their matchup at Ascendance 5, Josh Wolf bringing his own backup, and Timmy Boy, the Timster himself. Talked about it last week during that tag match. Looking at Josh Wolf is like looking into the future. He and Tim LaFave. Many say they look alike. I don't really see it, but they certainly are alike in many ways. Josh Wolf letting out that tweet earlier tonight saying Ascendance 5 will be his hunting ground. And Kevin Lee will be his biggest prey yet. The inaugural and 2-time Rising Star champion. Looking behind, making sure Tim's there, and he is. I'm still getting messages. Josh Wolf has certainly impressed me since arriving in CMV about 5-6 months ago or so. This kid has got what it takes. He holds a singles victory over Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent. Not many people can say that. This is Xbox One, Flashy. If you unfortunately have PS4, we do have people who make calls for you. Oh, good, you have it. Good. I was about to say, rip. Tim LaFave has a lot to be thankful towards Josh Whiff for. Josh Whiff. How many different ways can I say his last name? Whiff, Wolfie, old Wolf boy. No, but really, Tim does, man. Tim, I think, values his mother over everybody else in this world. And I said it last week, if there's some way to get Tim to turn bad, it's targeting his mother. It's going after his family. And Josh Wolf was luckily there to make sure that didn't happen. Man, Kevin Lee trying to attack Cass, though. But even before that, I thought he was, a vile human being. But now, I have absolutely no respect left for the man. Oh, nice Tornado DDT by Zach Hardy. Or Tilt-A-Whirl DDT rather than Tornado. As you see, Timmy Boy watching on. LaFave finally got his first win last week in that tag match in nearly 4 months. And ever since this whole thing started with his father, Tim has been in a steep down slope, but it seems he's finally snapped back to reality, finally back to him old self, and at Ascendance 5, looks to prove to his father that he is one of the best to ever do it in CMV, that he is a good man, and that he deserves all that he's gotten in his career. Sounds good. We generally do promos on the website, Flashy. There's a promo section. You'll either be on Fusion or Genesis, so that's where you do your promos. You can do rivalries, contact other members, and your cause can get into feuds and what have you. But we also do tweets. I'm sure you've seen a couple so far during the stream, and I read them all. Super kick attempt by Josh Wolf. Counters though, and over the top rope goes Zach Hardy, ducking that clothesline. The reflexes of Josh, impressive here tonight. Goes for a punch, misses though. Hardy back into the ring. Waist lock, now a forward Russian leg sweep. Brought up onto his feet is Josh. Hardy now, what is he looking for here? Ooh, sit out gourd buster. Oof. Tim looking away for that one, I don't blame him. Hardy up to the top rope now. Looking to live up to his last name. High flyer, goes for a senton, I do believe he was trying for there, but moves out of the way. There's Josh. Is that what all your messages said? Do I not need to read them now? Jawbreaker by Hardy as he drags Josh Wolf's body away from the corner. Ooh, into a Boston Crab submission attempt here by Hardy in this matchup. Our co-main event of the evening. Still to come, our main event, one for the ages. The headliners of Ascendance 5 coming together as one. Ryan Kent, Caden Kenner take on Fusions. Paul Devine and Chris Andrews. Arm drag takes down Josh. Hardy now with an Irish whip in the corner, perhaps looking for that whisper in the wind. Josh Wolf knows it though. Cheeky little jab, kick to the gut. Oh, Josh with the DDT, dropping Hardy right down to that chrome dome. Kevin Lee trying to distract the referee, but it didn't really pay off. The ref completely ignoring him as Josh looking to go on the hunt, but Hardy counters, clutching it up. Now a waistlock back suplex, dropping him right on his neck. Tim cringing at the sight. And now it is Zach with an alley-oop. Oh, watch out. John Cone nearly taken out. Hardy feeling it. A lot on the line here for Josh Wolf. Can't afford a loss going into Ascendance 5, especially with his opponent, Kevin Lee, watching ringside. Forearm smash by Hardy. Josh Wolf got to be weary of that twist of fate. Hurricane Rana. Lifts him up to seated position. Rolling neck snap. Josh Wolf looking up the lights. Looks like he may be in La La Land right now, guys. That is not good. That does not bode well as he stomps off the shoulder. Oh, Hardy again. A second alley-oop. This time dropped right on the ropes. But look at Josh, man. Persistent and resilient as all. His heart fully on display, but a reel him in. DDT. Josh Wolf keeps getting up, but Hardy keeps knocking him back down. Josh, though, every time he falls, he gets back up. Fireman's carry takes more head. Who busted open? I didn't even see that happen. Inverted atomic drop now. Oh, Hardy lining up the shot. Twist of fate. And will that seal Josh Wolf's fate here tonight? Hardy hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. Hardy is victorious. Kevin Lee ecstatic. Tim, not so much. Gotta wonder if that will hinder Wolf's confidence going into Ascendance 5. There's what did it. Twist of fate from Zach Hardy. Gotta wonder what Josh Wolf's surprise for Kevin Lee was, if he'll be able to execute it now that he's unconscious. Zach was able to counter on the hunt. Nice win for Hardy. Josh Wolf, can he snap back? He's got the biggest match of his career awaiting him. Ascendance 5 in 1 week's time. Tim LaFave watching ringside. Kevin Lee has just disappeared, as has Josh Wolf. I don't know where the hell he went. Here you go, Tomcat. I'll write a promo for you right now. Forgot I put this on here. Probably does drive a truck. Zach Hardy feels like that kind of guy to me. Still coming in our main event, though, following whatever MLP has to say, whatever on his mind. He's been given a microphone in a couple of minutes to come out here. The 2 headlining matches of Ascendance 5, guys. It'll be Caden Cantor challenging Ryan Kent for the Alpha World title. It'll be Paul Devine, Chris Andrews adding yet another chapter to their storied rivalry to crown a new undisputed champion in the main event. Tonight they come together. Those 2 matches teaming up. Devine and Andrews, they're the talk of the town. Can they work together? Former tag team champions, but all that's happened these past couple of months, the hatred between them is intense as it ever has been. Yeah, Topher, he just wants a mic in a minute. That's all. Just a mic in 1 minute. I'm about to find out what he wants. Interrupting the show. MLP on a 7-match winning streak currently. Just yesterday on Reality Wrestling, able to knock off Super Gato. Maybe out here to address that. Michael Lee Pratt with a microphone in hand, making his way into the ring. And before MLP begins to talk, guys, a tweet here from Bryce Hurt says, hashtag fish out of water. Rubbing it in. Let's see what MLP has got to say. The best thing about being here is that it's live. The unexpected makes this show great. I can promise you that tonight, something unexpected is going to happen. MLP looking to shake things up a bit, perhaps. Oh, whoops, I forgot you press A to go next. You're probably familiar with a certain superstar who's been saying some unkind things about me lately. He probably wants me to sink down to his level, to go around hurling insults, running him down, yelling and screaming. But that's not me. I know that two wrongs don't make it right. His parents are a perfect example of that. Oh, the fire. Who is MLP talking about here? God damn, you have to go that savage, MLP. Good Lord. What did this man do to you? So without further ado, let me introduce you to the superstar whose delusions of grandeur are about to get him into serious trouble tonight. Come on out, Kaiva. Oh, MLP calling out the Latvian. These two have actually been embroiled in a bit of a rivalry these past couple of months. Well, MLP and the Hellfire Club have been going back and forth in matches. MLP actually holds a singles victory over Kaiva. Now here he comes, Kaiva. Apparently also been running his mouth in the back to anybody who will listen. But he's coming out here. He's stepping up. Let's see how Kaiva responds to these accusations, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm not normally one to come out here and talk. I prefer to let my fists do the talking for me. But I asked for this time so I can address a few issues that have been bothering me. Apparently, Kaiva also asked for a second to come out here. And that's actually perfect. Kaiva never does talk. Usually does just let his fists do the talking for him. Well, if it isn't everyone's least favorite superstar, what? You didn't get enough likes on social media, so you're out here to plead your case? MLP with the savagery up to 10 here tonight. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that the CMV Universe didn't come here tonight to hear us talk this out. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the CMV Universe came here tonight to watch us fight this out. So how about you and me give these people what they came to see? Ooh, Kaiva wants a fight, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to throw down. He wants a brawl. You need to get some new material. Your stuff is as stale as a sandwich I found behind my couch last week. Actually, you smell like that sandwich too. Keep singing the same garbage every week, and I'm going to have to close your mouth permanently. God damn. Woo. Good Lord. The intensity coming out of MLP, he's not taking anything. It's no secret they've had it in for me from day one. You never wanted me here. You never thought I earned my spot. So why don't you prove that I don't belong here? You think you're so much better than me? Then you should have nothing to worry about. Let's do this. MLP has been out for Kaiva, guys. Like I said, he does hold a victory over Kaiva. And MLP, alongside Extreme Conditions, also defeated the Hellfire Club in a six-man tag match a couple of weeks ago. Man, Kaiva really wants this fight, guys. I don't know if you realize this, but it takes more than a big mouth to make it in CMV. And while you might have the biggest mouth on the block, you don't have what it takes to go the distance. So why don't you go backstage and cool off? MLP not taking Kaiva seriously here at all. Kind of playing around with him. It figures you would say it like that. Look, this isn't football, Junior. There are no timeouts, no quarters, no touchdowns. This is CMV. It's going to be you, me, and a referee in this ring, and one of us is going down. Since I know that won't be me, let's just get your ass kicking over with already. I don't think I've ever seen anybody want to fight more than Kaiva does right now against MLP. Please, your vain attempts at angering me are both desperate and obvious. You will not be getting a match against me tonight. There's nothing you can say to change that, so deal with it. MLP doesn't want it, man, or at least he doesn't want it tonight. I've made my point. It's out there now, and there's no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. You, me, it's gonna happen. I'll make damn sure of it. So MLP wants the match too. He just doesn't want it tonight. And it looks like we might have another match confirmed for the Ascendance 5 pre-show, ladies and gentlemen. Both these men want to fight. The main event of what? No. Our main event here for Genesis is a huge crossover matchup. The two headlining matches for Ascendance 5 about to come together as one. As Genesis' top dog, the Alpha World Champion Ryan motherfucking Kent, gonna team with his challenger, his number one contender, the man he'll defend his belt against at Ascendance, the Battle Beast, Caden Kinra, as they take on Fusion's Paul Devine and Chris Andrews, enemies since day one. They've been battling each other since last season, guys. Whether it was X-Gen and Foreign Affairs, or whether it was them going at it in King of the Ring or for the Anarchy title, whether it was them as the tag team champions or fighting for the world championship. It finally all culminates in the main event, the grandest stage of them all. Both of these men, one-on-one, one more time. We are going to crown a new undisputed champion. Someone's becoming a two-time champion. Who will it be? This is the first time Divine's been in action since Purgatory. All month long, he's had an easy ride, while Chris Andrews, week in and week out, has had to bust his ass. Some huge matches, some grueling matches, including earlier this week in that tug of war. Tonight, they must team together. The CMV universe knows that they do not like each other. The hatred, like I said earlier, is as strong as it ever has been. Can they come together, though, to knock off Kent and Kinra? Kent and Kinra don't like each other either, but there's certainly not as much animosity between them as there is between the Asian Sensation and the Bloody Brit. Yeah, Imaginary Friends lost both of their matches. They lost to Extreme Conditions on Reality Wrestling, and then they took the loss to Cage and Blake at the top of tonight's show. My schedule is every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Flashy. As of late, it's not been too great because I've had a lot going on. I've been busy, been doing stuff, but I'm hoping to get back on track. 1 week from today is the biggest pay-per-view of our universe, Ascendance 5. So that starts on Friday, and it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's a 4-day event, but Fusion is on Mondays. Reality Wrestling, which is like a main event type show, is on Thursdays, and Genesis, obviously, this is on Fridays. If you're active on the site, then you'll know if anything changes. I always post about it. If something changes, something goes wrong, and I have to move a day around. And here we go, folks. It is time to get it on. Main event time. As here he comes, the fire starter, Ryan motherfucking Kent, the most decorated champion in CMV history. And now at the top of the mountain here on Genesis, the champ that runs the camp, the face that runs the place. Ryan Kent's held that title, I should say, for 2 months, bringing the seemingly unstoppable reign of Bob Luger to an end. But now he goes on to the show of shows. Must put it on the line against this man, a very game battle beast, Caden Kinra. Caden Kinra surviving the brutal confines of the Elimination Chamber a month ago at Purgatory to earn the opportunity to challenge Kent for the Alpha World Championship at Ascendance 5. Went through hell and back. Caden Kinra, 2-year hiatus here in CMV before returning towards the start of this season, and since then has only suffered 3 singles losses. Caden Kinra is no pushover. 2 of the losses were to Bob Luger, by the way, who was champion at the time when Caden was challenging him. Ryan Kent is a smart man. He's not stupid. He knows not to underestimate Caden Kinra. Yes, the other loss to Nick Blake. And there's Team 1. The Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent. The #1 contender Caden Kinra, the main event of day 1. As now this is a sight to see. We haven't seen Divine or Andrews on Genesis in nearly a year since the brand split. But here he comes, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, Japan's biggest export. The 2018 CMV Royal Rumble winner, Paul Divine. In action, like I said, for the first time since Purgatory last month. Obviously, his shoe-in with Schmittian lineage has kept him off the shelf, kept him from competing. Nice and fresh, nice and rested up is Divine. Divine knows what it's like, as does Andrews, to be atop the mountain, to be world champion. One of them will be a 2-time champion at Ascendance 5. That title will once again find a home, and it can't find a better home than either one of these men. And I actually just realized I'm kind of excited to see Ryan Kent and Divine go at it. Former X-Gen brethren. A lot of bad blood between them as well. And here we go, last but most definitely not least, ladies and gentlemen, the Bloody Brit. The one, the only undisputed champion apparently, Chris Andrews. I forgot this is the, no, wait, why does he have the title? This is the main universe mode. Why the fuck does he... He's got that replica messing with Divine's head. Chris Andrews has a replica undisputed championship. Oh, playing mind games is the Bloody Brit, acting like he's already champion, like it ain't no thing. Like it's all over but the crying. See how I just spun that? Yeah, I'm a legend. It's okay. You guys don't have to say it. Chris Andrews with that replica undisputed championship. As here we go, Ryan Kent, the Alpha World Champion, starting things off against the Royal Rumble winner, Paul Divine. 1/2 of Ascendance's main event. Referee rings the bell, and here we go. Like I said, these two men, former X-Gen brothers way back when, many moons ago. As Divine gonna start things off by wrenching Kent's body in a way it simply should not before stomping on the forearm. No, Britt takes no shit from nobody. Remember what he did on Fusion? I was being joined by Ted Dickens on commentary. Ted was talking all sorts of shit about him. He came over and powerbombed him through the table. I'm sure Andrew's probably still feeling the effects of that tug-of-war match. Man, I still can't get over how impressive Tito was. Eliminating all 5 of the Friends of Cole Savage. Larry, Konosuke, Rick, Nick Blake, and Chris Andrews. That was amazing. Divine didn't even have to compete. Neither did Bryce Herter. Trauma. The Legend was the only man eliminated for Lineage. Big old forearm smash to the back of the head. Ryan Kent now. Sit outside slam. Of course, Ascendance 5, guys. Just 1 week away. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a 4-day event. The 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Nice drop toe hold counter right there. Sent Divine face first from the turnbuckles. We are even nearing the end of the season. 2K17, our time here going to come to an end. Fallout pay-per-view of Ascendance going to be Battle Scars, and then 2 weeks after that, season finale, Retribution. Of course, we got the shakeup, the draft coming up after Battle Scars as well. That could really change the landscape of CMV. We could very well see Divine and Andrews find homes on Genesis permanently. Never know what can happen, but right now, they are representing Fusion. They are representing their main event. Look at Ryan Kent, lawn dart, Divine face first. Look at Chris Andrews jumping off the apron, giving Kent all the room he needs to work. 1, 2. Wouldn't be surprised if Divine or Andrews allowed the other to get pinned here. There's a low time stamp out of fucking midair. Fucking, oh my God, that actually caught me off guard. And now Divine, in the blink of an eye, looking to bring this match to an end. Caden Kinner's like, you gotta be kidding me. Divine intervention by the former world champion, the 2018 Royal Rumble winner, guys, and Kent looks out of it. He looks like he's in outer space right now. 1, 2, but luckily the Battle Beast makes sure that this match continues going on, at least for a little bit longer. That might have been a 3 count. We haven't even gotten to see Caden or the Brit be legal yet. Caden Kent already having to save this matchup for he and Ken as Ryan having to dig down deep early on. Battling back, clothesline, back body drop, and now a spine buster for his troubles. Kent telling Divine to bring it on and then tags out. Vintage Kent right there. Bring it on, you motherfucker. Never mind, I'm out. Here comes Kenra. This might actually be a first-time interaction here between Caden Kenra and Paul Divine. Actually, no, they season 2, when Paul Divine was known as Sushi X, they fought over the, actually, Night of Champions, I can remember. They went one-on-one for the Hardcore, a.k.a. Anarchy Championship. Remember back that far, they just came back to me. So, been a long time, but they have fought before. Punch off the midsection by Divine, who's still refusing to tag in Andrews. A little gentleman's clutch. Not into a pin, though. Divine finally looking for the tag. Yes, there we go. Here comes the Bloody Brit. I touched on it a bit earlier. Divine and Andrews, they are former tag team champions together. Well, that alliance, if you could even call it that, didn't last long. Paul Divine quickly dropped out, dropped his half of the championship. Look at the strike, the power! Oh my God, a Falcon Arrow even. Beautifully done. As I was saying, though, Divine ended up dropping his half of the titles, and Andrews became solo tag team champion, the only man to ever do that in CMV's history. He snaps the arm of Caden. Now look at him snap and break it in half. I know these two have never met one-on-one before. Never even met, probably. Andrews ended up debuting while Caden was on his 2-year hiatus, and of course now Caden on Genesis while Andrews on Fusion, that modified backstabber by the Battle Beast. Dragged off. Caden getting some height with that rolling thunder. Stomp to the chest, because why not? Double K. Bringing Andrews up to a vertical base. Kindred Spirits. Dropping Andrews face first right down onto the knee. The Brit a bit woozy, but a back body drop. Really going to back up onto his feet. Andrews, I've said it time and time again, I'll always say it, the most, without a doubt, resilient man in CMV's entire history. But Caden Kenra Looking to put him down with the quickness, some erratic static. Dropping him on his face. Like his mama did when he was a baby. Hooks the leg, does Caden. 1, 2. But of course it's not enough to keep down the Brit. Yo, what up, Chris from Germany? Welcome, my friend. As Chris Andrews from England with a German suplex. Not just one. How about 2? That ain't enough. Give me 3. Suplex City. Vintage Brit right there. All things 3s. Ryan Kent, the Alpha World Champion, watches on, as does Paul Devine. Kick to the back of the head there by the Bloody Brit. Now a stomp to the back of the head. Oh, discus, yeah, punch it! Knocking the teeth right out of his goddamn mouth as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Back elbow though to the midsection. Caden Kenner has that veteran instinct, that ring awareness. Oh, flip it off the Ryan Kent, I guess, and the fans. That's the Ryan Kent section right there. And now little bang! But look at the smarts of Ryan Kent, distracting the referee, trying to give Caden as much time as he can. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count anyway. Punch to the side of the head, kick to the back. Devine with a kick to the chest. A little bit of momentary teamwork. Is Devine illegal? Did I miss a tag or something? What's going on? Devine just wants to get him some. I mean, anything you can do, I can do better. Let me handle that for you, Andrews. Action in the corner, Andrews. 9 times out of 10, this does not connect, but that don't stop the Brit from trying. British boo, there you go. Caden Kenner is getting mollywopped right now, boys. Punch to the gut. The Battle Beast pops back up, not giving in. Showing off that heart. Oh, again. About to say, showing off that heart that'll take to win the Alpha World title, but not this match. There, no. Wow. And now Andrew says, fuck this, mate. You get some. I've done all I can. It's up to you now. Tag to Devine. Caden still down. Maybe playing possum. Lures Paul in. Arm drag overhead. Caden trying to Super Saiyan up right here. Channel those powers deep within. Keep this match afloat for his team. Not for Ryan Kent, but for himself. Spinning soul kick. Irish whip. Devine rebounds. Watch out, Kent. Single boot. Single boot again. Drop kicks Rain and ducks the clothesline. Lures him into a rotation neck breaker. Caden Kenner now with a fire lit up under his ass. Oh, Kindred Spirits. Vintage Kenner right there with the waistlock lariat. Don't see him hit that too much. And now an Indian Deathlock being applied. That is an excruciating submission hold right now. Devine very well may tap. No, a punch right to the face. Gonna break that up. Into the corner. Oh my God, we get some teamwork. No, Kenner, make sure that doesn't happen. Devine, though, with a back elbow, misses that grapple too far away. Now Caden with a fisherman suplex. Oh, dropping right in the back of his head. Crossing the legs as now Caden, just as Chris Andrews got one. Devine, they're going to get one too. Erratic static. Into the pin. The Asian sensation in trouble. Andrews knows it. Breaks it up with the count of 2. Britt does not want to take the loss here. He needs a win desperately. Caden rallying. The CMV universe torn between these two teams. Oh, botched the DDT attempt. Everybody's owed a botch every now and again. Caden staying on the attack though, tries to at least. Goes for a hook to the jaw, gets a forearm smash instead. Irish whip countered. Caden with a boot to the side of the head though from Devine. Devine from behind, waistlock countered. Punch to the back of the head, tit for tat. Reversal fast as Devine counters a drop kick into an elbow. Oh, suplex side slam nearly puts Caden through the goddamn canvas. The Brit hooting, hollering. He's in the zone right now. Caden Kenner up, barely able to keep himself standing on the apron. Devine Though he's lineage, though he turned his back on the universe, there's still those loyalists out there who will love him to the end. As Divine now, oh, goes to the Superman punch, goes to the 24th punch, but Caden slaps that shit, says, get that fucking garbage out of here. Instead of downward spiral is what Caden's gonna eat. Caden Kinner now gonna play the flip-flopping game with Divine as he goes for the legs, hammering away at the knee. Caden Kinner in trouble, already took 2 revenges, knew that if he got hit with that 24th punch, it'd be all over. 2 count there for Divine. Punch to the gut though. The Battle Beast pops back up onto his feet. Oh, erotic static! Last ditch effort by Caden, hooks the leg. 1, 2, but Andrews again has to pull his weight and save Divine. That's 2 thank yous, Divine owes Andrews now as Caden keeps his attack up. Ryan Kent was too slow. Look at Kent, man. It looks like he's fucking dead. Because Big Bad is the greatest call on this planet, Mark. Oh, timestamp! There you go. You give Divine even a second and you've screwed yourself. Might as well lay down for him. Divine showing why he is one of the, if not the best to ever do it in a CMV ring. Brings Ken into a vertical base, kick to the gut. Ho ho ho! Divine looking to send he and Andrews into ascendance with a win. Divine intervention lays out double K. 1, 2, 3, and Divine gets the win. Andrews making sure Kent didn't try shit, but Kent didn't even try to get in and make the save. He very well could have as well. Just as he did last week, he could have broken up the pin that Pierre had on Rubik, but he chose not to. Kent instead saving his energy for Ascendance, where he'll need it to defend against Caden. Divine and Andrews working surprisingly well together here in this main event matchup. But at Ascendance 5, their storied rivalry will reach its culmination one-on-one in the main event. The show of shows, the showcase of Immortal, the grandest stage of them all. One of them will walk out as undisputed champion, but only one of them. Who is it going to be? Paul Divine and Chris Andrews, no handshake. And I'm not surprised about that. But look at that, Divine saying, come on, let's celebrate. Man, Divine coming out here wearing the undisputed title, that was a bit cheeky. Victorious. But which one of them will it be, guys? Will it be Chris Andrews? Will it be Paul Divine? Who stand tall in just 1 week's time. All right, we got a news alert. Tyler Endicott has suffered an injury during his match. That's not surprising. Curry Suckenoff fucking demolished him. But Endicott did, or rather his hoe let a tweet during the show saying it doesn't matter if he's injured or not. He'll still be at Ascendance to face Super Gato. All right, let's see what we got here. Wants Tim LaFave and Pat LaFave to be on a live event. Alright, GG. Let's see who we got. We'll put We'll put Ball in action. Old Ball boy. You can have Kevin Afterlife backing him up. Take on. I have to got Gluttony. I don't think you saw Zach Payne. I wish you saw Zach Payne. Dear God. TCW, Maury. Really? I'm not accepting that. Get out of here. Who do you think you are? Crizzy, why don't you just join me on commentary and ask me why? Why is everybody inviting me to clubs? What the fuck is this? Rip Tim, never forget he's getting sucked in by XCOM. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. I don't know. I just don't. Let's see, put Devlin in there. Devlin can take on old boy Super Gato. Let's give him a chance at some momentum. Right, since there's only like 5 people in the chat, let's see. Should we do that vintage battle royal? That vintage battle royale? Explicit, coming in a little late, my friend. We are on to the last match of the stream, but welcome nonetheless. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, what an elimination chamber at a live event. That'd be something. Can I help you, sir? Alright, give me names in the chat. Try to make it around 90. Flashy. 90 is the overall, but I might change it.
Oh, so you had me changing overalls.
Oh, look at this, guys. A tweet says, due to a left shoulder injury, I'm not able to come back to CMV this season, but next season, Seth Baker will come back better than ever and to seek vengeance. Do I what? I can't hear you. Go. All right, what I got? No, not Kenra. I got Bacon, I see. Put Joey Bacon in there. He's always fun in Battle Royals. Alright, who else? Who else? No, not Borton. MLP? Sure. It's Battle Royale Master. Rise is a fusion guy, though. This is Genesis. I guess we could do 3 from Genesis and 3 from Fusion. Why not? It's the last show before Ascendance. Alright, Gary, the last Genesis guy. Alright, now give me 3 Fusion guys. Maybe Kadaske?
No.
You want Oliver in this? Cause give me a fusion guy.
No.
Alright, Troy. Gotcha. Jamari, okay. One more. Juan Moore. The fusion guy, Maury. DRH. Or at least in like 4 months ago. Why am I getting a call right now? Yeah, hello?
It's me, bitch!
Hang on, I have to mute my mic real quick.
Wow.
Hang on. Alright, go on, Kyle. Not really.
Kyle.
What do you want? Alright, Rip, sorry about that.
Kyle.
Alright, did someone give me a name? Fucking call me again. Alright, hang on. Wait, video chat? What do you think this is? I'm in the middle of a show.
Wait, is Kyle joining CMV?
What are you doing? Are you driving right now?
If he's Skyping while driving, delete him.
What are you doing? What? Oh, nice shirt. What's up?
What is up, guys? Mr. Excitement here. As usual,
I can't. Hang
back
on.
where Dashing left off. So
Okay,
here on the final episode of CMV, before we all go on hiatus forever, we are witnessing
Right now?
something extraordinary. We are gonna watch as the best of the worst go at it here in the pre-show, and it's not just any pre-show; it's the pre-show after the show.
How long
Some
will it
would
take for
call
you to
it
get here?
an after show. And you see, Dashing DJ Yuri, he doesn't care about CMV. He doesn't care about anything. He's just some kind of scrum. And you know,
Alright, sounds good.
we don't deal with scrubs over here. What we do is we wake up and we
Take
go
as
to
long
sleep
as you need, boo.
and we do it all over again. Because it's called dedication and it's
Alright,
called
sorry about
professionalism. You don't see Mr. Excitement taking breaks.
He's fucking calling me again!
Streams. And you know, he treats this like a joke. We're here watching him on a character select screen, but you know what? This is why CMV is dead. Because of men like Dashing DJ Yuri, who thinks they can get away with murder and do whatever they want, and not to face the consequences.
What?
And that's what makes the consequences. What is up, guys? Mr. Excitement here. As usual, back where Dashing left off. So here on the final episode of CMV, before we all go on hiatus forever, we are witnessing something extraordinary. We are witnessing
Oh, I said take as long as you need. Why can't you? I can't hear what you're saying. Why can't you just message me? Hardly. What are you facing? Was that your dashboard? Let me see that beautiful face. What are you doing? That slick. All right, but let me go. I gotta do something.
Don't let you go?
No, let me go. I gotta do something.
Alright, bye.
All right, I'll see you. All right, did someone give a name?
Shut up.
I'm just gonna do random. Oh yeah, fusion guy. All right, Lex Knight. There you go. We're throwing him in there. Hopefully this battle royale's a quick one. Crizzy, do you want us to swing by and pick you up?
Don't talk to me.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Alright. Sorry about that. This time, 'cause I ain't coming down. Not getting back up. My whole life I've been lost, but now I'm found. What happened to my fucking stream?
Shut up.
Chrissy, why do you have to be so rude? I think the stream just died. The stream died for you.
I'm not watching your show.
I think it died. Rip. Don't ever do that. For a spark, like you are, live like you are. I get back up this time. Yeah, my shit's dead, Rip.